So let's go ahead and start. John, would you like us to start off by reviewing what we've learned so far?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay. So let's just go to the very first thing in Shemalia, asking a person how they're doing. And so, Ndalawan. Ndalawan.
Ndalawan.
Ndalawan lahafla.
Ndalawan.
Oh, lugalam, doyakshan. And so we just asked a person how they are doing. Now let's address the answers. To say you're doing good, there's a couple different ways. I see that some people are reading the handout and are just answering with am, and that's adequate. You could say am, I'm doing good. But John showed us another way that's a full phrase or a full sentence. Am wilawalu. Am wilawalu.
What's he saying?
Am wilawalu.
Am wilawalu.
Oh, did you hear them, John? Oh, good. He could hear you guys tonight. All right. So far we addressed how are you doing? I'm good. I'm doing good. And then now let's talk about I'm not doing good. Askedi am lawalu. Askedi am lawalu. Askedi am lawalu. Okay, and Metlakatla. Askedi am lawalu.
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 Doyakshan. You guys sound really good. Also, in the handouts, there is also the phrase askedi am, not good. Askedi am. So that's another short version. A shorter version than the phrase you gave us, John.
Pardon?
That's askedi am.
Yeah. It's just a short version where you say it is not good.
Oh.
Askedi am. It is not good.
It is not good.
And would you use that to describe other things, like the weather's not good, or?
Okay, John. Do you go by Tony?
Yeah.
Okay, Tony at the other end of the table. He wants to know when you say askedi am. Could you use that to describe other things?
Yeah, why not? Askedi am. No, I think it's just one phrase, and that means it's not good. Askedi am. It's the whole thing, the whole sentence tells you that it's not good. That's all it's meant to say. Yeah.
Okay, now let's, John, you also introduced words for time, year, month, week, and day. So we could review those as well.
Go ahead, you started.
Okay. The word for year, gos. 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 Yeah, that has that unique sound with the HL or Bardell in it. Gos. 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 That's a year. I'm not saying 1 year, because that would be Gulgos.
Is that through the K sound?
I've been pronouncing it with a G.
Yeah, K.
You want
God.
it with a, okay.
God.
Os.
Yeah.
Os.
Yeah, that's it.
Kos. Okay, let me look at Metlakatla. So Metlakatla, for a year, Kos.
Course. Course.
Kos.
Course.
Oh, Doyakshin. And for a month, Gyang. 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 Did you want to say something, John?
No.
Okay. So,
One thing I'd like to encourage, if they're going to say something like the sentence we're telling you, I want you to say it loud, not just a mumbling sound. That's all I hear on my hearing aid is the mumbling sound. But you say, God, God, God.
oh,
Yeah, that's better.
oh,
Yeah. And,
I'm hearing before.
month, Gem.
Yamga.
Gyang.
Gimgia.
This is the one word I told you that had double meaning. It means warm also, warm. But this one has three meanings. Gyam is the sun also. The sun, warm, and what was that third one? I forget.
Moon. Month. Sun.
Yeah, I forget the third one.
That was it.
Metlakatla, yeah.
That was it. Month, moon, sun, and warm.
So Metlakatla, Davy is saying month, moon, sun, and warm.
Yeah.
Sun and warm was M.
Yes, Gyam.
Yeah, but
He's
when
saying
you
all of it is the same word.
but when you say moon, though, you just don't say Gyam.
Or
Gyamgum ask is what you'll say. Gyamgum hoper. You see? Otherwise, it's the main thing that you're saying. If you don't say in a sentence like Gyamgum ask, Gyamgum hoper, that's the moon. But when you say Gyam, that's the sun up in the sky. And what else was there? I forget.
Okay, and you talked about being warm or overheated.
No, I mean the next phrase.
Oh, weak. Ganutk.
Canute. Oh, we're working on the days, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Canute is weak.
Ganutk.
But this one phrase also says dressing up. Dressing up. Canute. But that is also in this particular issue right now is a week. 1 week. But I wanted you to know that it had a double meaning. It's dressing up. Okay, let's say it. Canute.
Ganut.
That's better. Yeah.
Okay, and for Metlakatla, weak. Ganutk.
Ganutsk.
Ganutk.
Ganutsk.
Ganutk.
Ganutsk.
Okay, and did you hear John say another meaning for ganut is to dress up?
Oh.
Yeah, Doyakshan. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. So we're learning with week and month that there's many meanings to. You could use this word in many different contexts. So, and then John showed you how to frame month with the word for nighttime or evening. Gem gum at or gem gum hoopel. Night moon. Yeah, the moon at night. So we know you're not talking about being overheated or the sun. Yeah, okay.
The next word is Sept.
Sha.
Sept, that's day. Sept.
Sha.
Sept.
Sha.
You got it? Okay, let's say it. Sept.
Sha.
Okay, one more time. Sept.
Sha.
And then.
Oh, I am. Okay, and now Metlakatla.
Okay.
Okay, Metlakatla. Sha.
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 Doyakshin. They sound really good, John.
Let's go through the whole thing again. Gauze, yield.
Gauze.
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 He said loud.
Gauze. Gauze. Gauze.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll go to month.
A month is Gem.
Gem.
1 month is Gem.
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 Okay. Gem.
Gem.
Okay, it's good. You got to say it in order for you to remember it, you know. You just don't listen to me saying it. It won't do any good. You got to say it too.
It also helps to say it really loud because John can correct some sounds that we're making, but he can't correct us if he can't hear us. So there's a benefit. This is a really good technique, and all elders use this. We're used to westernized education where you just sit quiet. When you learn from an elder the language, you do not sit quiet. You will be shouting. All right. Okay, so for Metlakatla, we're down to month. Gemg.
Gemga.
Gemg.
Gemga.
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 They sound good, John.
Yeah.
Now down, do you want to go down to week?
Day, week.
Or ganut?
Yeah, Canute. We went through that already.
Do it again.
Ganut. 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 Oh, Deutschen. Metlakatla. Ganut.
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 Ah, you sound good. I'm sounding Tlingit. Oh.
Do you remember the second meaning of Canute? What is the second meaning? Anybody remember?
Dressing up.
Lugalam.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Davey said it.
Dress up.
Dress up is the second meaning. 2 meanings to ganut. Dress up and week. Okay, let's go to day.
Yeah.
Sha. Sha. Sha.
Sha.
Metlakatla. Sha.
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 Lugalam. They sound really good in Metlakatla, John.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. John, I remember that John also taught you guys, everybody, how to say yes and no in Shemalya. So for yes or affirmative, oh. 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 And Metlakatla, oh.
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 Deutschen. And the word for no in Shemalya, ayin. 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 Deutschen. Metlakatla, ayin.
Ein.
Ayin.
Ein.
Ayin.
Ein.
Deutschen.
I'd like to mention here that the word "oh" it means yes. but when you can use it a different way, in amazement. I can't quite copy the way the people say it, but he does say it like you usually do.
Oh.
Or something like that.
Oh.
They're laughing.
That's an amazement. When a person is amazed at what the other person said, he says, oh. It's Steve Venus.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so in Metlakatla, so have you guys in Metlakatla, I know you guys are lucky enough to be, to have some fluent speaking elders there in the village. And so have you seen people in the village do this or say yes differently or draw it out? Have you seen that in Metlakatla?
I mean, it really depends on the situation, but I suppose so.
Okay. So John is describing that I usually draw my O's out, and only because people in my family they never gave a short O. They always drew them out, and these were usually females. Yes, Davy.
There's something that my dad talked about his grandmother doing, that when she and her friends would sit around and gossip, they would, when the end of a subject would happen, they would say, "Oe, oe," and it would be "oe," and it would be, because "a" I've heard is an archaic form of saying yes, but the two combined was like a way to end a subject and move on to something else. Oe.
Did you hear what he was?
Say that again. That last part.
Okay, so I want to ask John a question to get his take on this. So, but we need one person to talk at a time. John, did you hear what Davy was talking about?
But
One of the students in Metlakatla, Davy, he said that his grandmother, when his grandmother was talking to other women, that they would say at the end, when they were done talking, they would say, "Oe." Is that right, Davy? Oe? Oe.
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 It's like two separate words put together.
I don't know that word.
Have you heard that? Have you heard people say that at the end of the sentence when they're done talking in Shemaliach and they want to continue talk about another thing? They will say "oe."
Oe.
Oe.
Yeah, I never heard.
And it's two words combined.
Yeah. Yeah, I never heard that.
Okay.
I never heard, what's that from guys that used to speak, everyone speak Somalic in Metlakatla.
Oh, there seems like quite a few. Are you talking about maybe Arnold Booth?
This was an old man.
Russell Hayward?
Who?
Russell Hayward?
No.
Any ideas in Metlakatla?
Conrad Ryan?
Eaton?
I think his last name was Eaton.
Oh, Eaton. Is it Blitt?
Yeah.
Blitt Eaton.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've never heard him say that. And he talks Somalic, and I never heard him utter that word. It's the first time I heard it. But I've heard people that talk Somalic, and after they're all through making a statement, they say, "What?"
Oh, I've heard that.
And they start on another subject.
Well, that's interesting because the people I've heard say that are men. I hear Bossy say that. I remember my Uncle Oscar saying that at the end of his talking. Wow. But I don't recall my mom saying that. Do you think all people said that or just the men?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just about everybody that made speeches.
Okay. Well,
I used to hear that a lot in St. Elizabeth, Undercross. When they get up and talk, the elders would talk, and when they're all through, then the one subject they always say, "What?"
Wow. Do you think that meant they were using it to show that they're done, they're
Yeah.
finished?
Yeah.
They're finished saying what they just said. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's interesting, and we know that language, the way people use language changes over time, and that the way it's being used today is probably extremely different than it was even 50 years ago. So that's probably what's going on here. And in westernized education, we expect uniformity and one right answer, and that does not exist in our language and in our culture. So the more you learn, the more you'll know this is true.
Yes.
So, but it's for me, this is an interesting topic.
This is true. When I hear the Tlingit people talk in their language up there at the what's that thing they put up on Juno?
Celebration.
Yeah, celebration. They said that talk in the old Tlingit language, but you take it now. My parents talk to me, and I hear what they say, and I talk it the way they want me to talk. But through the years, I changed that a little bit. You just can't help it but change it. So one language is never the same from one generation to the next. It's always a little bit different. I don't care whether it's Haida or Tsimshian or Tlingit fluent speakers. His words are different than his father's and grandfather's. So what you hear me talking now, then in Somalia, it's maybe the next person that comes along that knows Somalia would be a little different than my Somalia. But that doesn't mean he's wrong or that I'm wrong. But it's just can't help but the words change. Especially if you got married and married another Tsimshian from Rupert, and he's of a different clan, then your language and his language are combined, and that's what your children hear, the combination of the two languages, and they pick this up, and that's the way they hear it. But it's different from the way you and your husband had said it. But that doesn't mean it's wrong, but it's a change. Like mine now, when I was a little baby, I praised the word for cars. My brother was trying to tell me how to say cars, and that he learned in the school he was attending. And he told me that the cars are commonly called automotive. And I listened to him saying this 2 or 3 times, and then he wants me to say, now you say it, he said. And I looked at him, and then I said, automobile. You see, that's what my brother did. He laughed at me. He laughed and laughed, and then finally my mother stepped in and said, Wilbur, don't laugh so much at him. He's trying hard. As a matter of fact, I think he has phrased a word for Tsimshian to mean cars, beer. Yes. And the people in Rupert agreed with me when I told them. Beer, cars. So I kept that through the ensuing years, right up to now. I still remember. they, we went through the years. Now, I'd like to mention one phrase that we haven't used because Terry says we're not in the morning now, we're in the evening. So I didn't bring it up. But now I think I will bring it up because it's a good phrase for you to use when you get up in the morning. You can say it to your wife, your children, or your friends, whoever it is that's in your house. And that is good morning, you know. Amagan flag. And I'll tell you what this word means in the end. Ama means am. Am is good. And am and ma means very. Now the woman that told me this, she said that good morning. Somebody asked her not to say good morning in Somalia, so she did, and she said, "I'm a flag." But now that's the way she heard it, you know. But I heard it a little differently. Am is good, and ma is very, very good. I'm a very good morning. Okay? Very good morning. Oh, wait a minute. I'm a gun flag.
I'm a gun flag.
Yeah. I'm a gun flag.
I'm a gun flag.
Oh.
I'm a gun flag.
Oh.
Emma.
Yeah, I got that.
Gun
flag.
Slave. Okay.
Slave.
I'm a gun slave.
I'm a gun flag. I'm going to come around and let you guys.
That's good. I'm a gun slave.
I'm a gun flag.
I'm a gun flag.
I'm a gun flag.
You know that phrase, don't you? Yeah. Good.
Is that David?
Yeah, that's Davey.
David.
Yeah, Davey. He heard me say his name anyways.
Slave. I'm a gun
Slave.
Oh, I got
It's slave.
Where's your water?
Okay. I saw you guys struggling a little bit with that HL sound, so I
Thank you.
thought I'd better come over.
Joy of a day. Joy of a day is thank you.
Okay, so for Metlakatla, I'm a gun flag.
I'm a gun flag.
Lugalam, you guys sound really good. I'm a gun flag.
I'm a gun flag.
Tonight is pretty cool for Metlakatla because John's hearing aid is facing you guys. So I'm just happy that he could hear you guys so well tonight. So you guys sound awesome, and John is catching this.
You could talk a little about Gitlan and the Nishka and the different dialects. The different dialects of Shmelga that are spoken.
Did you hear what James said?
Yeah.
He is asking if you could talk about the different dialects of Shemelgya.
Yeah. I don't know of any. There's only one Somaliak that I know of, and that's Somaliak. But there are different types of people that live in different areas. The anthropologist said that there are different dialects. Dialects to me is something that I never dealt with, and I don't care to deal with it because it makes it studying the language more complicated. Yes. when I say a word here, that's the way I want you to learn. You know. And if somebody else says you're wrong, then you tell them that John said.
Oh, now you're gone.
I got that praise from her. Somebody called her attention to that she wasn't. He said they sounded like you were a cricket. And she told him, she said, John said. That ended the arguments.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
It's
That's
funny.
Terry,
Yeah, yeah.
Baby.
Yes, Davey.
could you have John a little while ago said how to say thank you, and he said it. We'd like him to repeat it if he could. I wish I could remember how he said it a second ago.
John, how do you say thank you?
What's that?
How do you say thank you?
Darling.
With a G.
It sounds like a pop D. No, it sounds like a pop D.
No. Later on in the word, where the at the end, the GN. There's no X sound in
Yes.
that.
Is there a what?
There's not an X sound. He's using a G instead of an X.
No X.
Okay, thank you.
X. Yeah, Davey was noticing that at the end when you spoke, at the end when you said doyagan, that you weren't making the sound. You just said doyagan. Yeah, so he's just clarifying because some people make that sound at the end. They say thank you.
In the
We hear different ways, huh?
The BC orthography, they write it with an XSN at the end. Toyachsen.
Yeah. No, for plural, he's saying to one singular person, but when you're depends on how formal you want to be. But some people do say ndoyachen. Or like when you're talking to a big group of people.
Well, now that would end with an SM, but I'm clarifying. If this is a way I've never heard.
Well, if you live in Canada, it would end in a SM.
To multiple people. But to one
when
person.
you're talking to a big group, when you want to say thank you to a big group.
Oh, yes, it knew some.
It sounds like he's saying it, right?
Yeah, doyachim. Doyachim. So we're talking about saying thank you to one person or many people. The difference, because you say those differently.
There. So far, are you retaining anything that I've said to you?
Oh.
Yeah. Can you say something that I have said?
No. That's really interesting.
Just pick any one of the words.
Maybe he's asking you to remember something that you've learned in this class.
Nine. Ooh.
Okay, louder because he needs to hear that.
Nine. Ooh.
What's that?
He said ein. And I think he meant but he was saying ooh. But he was saying ooh.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
So, last week he said there was no please or thank you in the language.
Well, somebody handed him a bottle of water. He said there's no please, but he did tell her thank you. He said doyagan.
Doyagan.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there is no please.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not Tsimshian.
I have a question.
Yeah, Gavin.
Would John say thank you to multiple people for us?
Oh yes, yeah. John, in Metlakatla, one of the students is asking, could you show us the way you would say thank you to a crowd?
Dorgansum. You put an SM on the end of the dog.
Yeah.
Dorgansum.
That's really interesting.
Thank you, John.
All right.
Did you get it?
Yeah, they got it. They're right.
He wrote it down.
Yeah, okay.
Doyakansham. Okay.
That's saying the thank you to all you guys. You know, that's what that means. It's when you say it to one person, you say Dorgan. But when you're saying it to a group of people, you change it and add an SM on the end. Dorgansum.
Doyakansham.
Dorgansum.
Doyakansham.
Okay, you guys.
Doyakansham.
Okay. that's what I can hear on my hearing aid. You know, I got a $3,000 hearing aid, and it doesn't do me much good.
Okay, Metlakatla. Doyakansham.
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 Lugalam. Okay, and one phrase that I don't want to forget because John wanted to teach you to say I'm sick. You guys remember?
Shushno.
Yeah, down there you guys remember. Oh, Doyakshinkali. Sheep canoe.
Sheep canoe.
Sheep canoe.
Sheep canoe.
Sheep canoe.
Sheep canoe.
Metlakatla, sheep canoe.
Sheep canoe.
Sheep canoe.
Sheep canoe.
Sheep canoe.
Sheep canoe.
Doyakshin, you guys sound really good still.
Now, just the opposite of sheep canoe, I'm going to tell you, is Samotko. Samotko.
Slamotku.
Samotko.
Slamotku.
Samotko. You guys.
Slamotku.
Samotku.
Slamotku.
Samotku.
Sla. Mot. Gu. Sla. We're going to put it in the 3 seconds.
You can say it slowly if you like, you know, to get the sound, and that's what I'm going to show you now. Samotko. Hayagare. Hayag is right. Correct.
Okay. Slamotkanu. Can we guess at what this means? Could the class guess what this means?
Yeah. I'm well.
Another way to say I am well. Slamotkanu. Slamotkanu. Slamotkanu.
Yes, right.
Okay. Okay.
And when you tell them the right sage and Somalia, am or hoyak.
I was gonna say Hoya.
Yeah, that's right.
Hoya. Okay, so now for Metlakatla. Slamotkanu.
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 Hoya!
Can you, Terry, can you clarify
Well, you
that?
teach me to yell, then you tell me to stop yelling. Okay.
Terry,
Go.
can we clarify that that's for after you've been sick and you're better? That's not I'm well like just any day. That's after you've recovered from illness. Is that correct?
I'm healed.
I'm healed. I'm feeling better from being sick.
So, John, in Metlakatla, Davy is asking that when you say Slamotkanu, that you're saying that you got better after a sickness, that you're doing better now?
Yeah.
You're right. Hoya!
Okay.
Hoyagan.
Hoyagan day.
Hoyagan.
All right.
Try to answer in Somali, you know,
Oh,
not in English.
okay. Hoya!
Yeah,
That's
there you
why
go.
we want children here. Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, John, could I talk about having children in the class?
What?
Could I talk about having children in the class?
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to say to people in Metlakatla and in Ketchikan that it can feel challenging to have people from many different ages, from babies all the way up to elders, all in the same room. And we strongly encourage babies and young children to come, even though they make noise, which is natural, because babies and children learn so fast. And when you go home, it's the babies and the children that prompt and remind the grown-ups. So in families where language is being spoken in the home, often the parents will let us know that it's the little ones who are talking to them in Shimalga. So the parents are forced to talk back to their children in Shimalga if they want to support their children. So we strongly encourage children and even infants. And I've seen infants crawling, mimicking the sounds we're making. And we've had a few families where the babies, their first word is in Shimalga. It's not an English word, but a Tsimshian word. So we strongly encourage young parents with children and infants. So we just, as grown-ups and older people, we just need to have patience with the noise that children make, because we just heard Devin. How old is Devin? We just heard a 20-month-old repeat what we were saying, and that's pretty powerful. And that's if we have hope for our Shimalgaf in the future, that's where we're going to get it. So always encourage babies and young children and families with young children. We need them in the class. They can't speak if they never hear us. So, okay, I'm off my high horse, John.
Yeah, I'd like to encourage them to bring the kids back, because I never heard them make any noises when they were sitting to my left. You know, they sat there and listened, and when I had them say the phrase that I was saying, they said it. And I was kind of proud of them, but somebody, I think it was Terry, that told me that they were making too much noise. That's why they kept them out. I didn't think they were noisy. Yeah. Yes, it'd be nice to have them back again. You can hear the little boy there, or girl, whatever. You repeated that word the very first time I said it. That's what we need. Yeah.
We have a question. I do like this format that we're not a real regimented class. But the gentleman right next to me, Terry, he just asked a question about Naomi. Terry was wondering, do you speak Shimalgaf with your little girl?
Sometimes. My grandma does a lot, though.
Yes. Yes, her grandma sometimes, and her grandmother does also.
Oh, she's got it.
So she's exposed to Shimalgaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's very beautiful. That's extremely hopeful, and that's everything we wish for. Yeah. Okay. So, was somebody else going to ask a question just before I interrupted in Metlakatla?
Not that I can remember.
Gavin was looking questiony. I thought you were going to ask a question. I think you're just.
I always look like that.
So is it Pookie? Is it David in the back, hiding behind?
Back here.
What, David? Did you have a question?
actually listening. I was going over some of the changes and listening to how he does stuff. That's pretty awesome.
You know what, too, is that in my experience, I have never met any elder that spoke exactly like any other elder. John's way is John's way. And you're going to be collecting variations, many different ways to say everything, and stockpile those. Because one of these days you're going to come across someone else who says it just that way. So, the more versions you get, the richer you are.
So John is actually...
don't feel like you got to toss one out and replace it with another, but just add them up. Yeah.
So John is actually my grandfather's first cousin. So he tells me to call him uncle all the time. So it's really, every time I see him, I get to stop. And I really enjoyed stopping with him and Uncle Wilbur, speaking Somali at the landing. So.
Yes, that's very lovely. We have so many opportunities here, and that John is such a natural teacher, and he could teach us all the very many aspects of one word or different uses. We're very fortunate to have that. Yeah. I hate to say that we're out of time, that we've used up. We're already at 7 o'clock, and I wanted to introduce more words. But, oh no, my watch is fast. Okay. Okay, so John, tonight we reviewed, and we took quite a few questions from Ketchikan and Metlakatla. And I wanted to introduce a couple new phrases. Could we get to the part where we're asking people, what did they do? What have they done today? How did they keep themselves occupied?
Go ahead.
Okay. Are you okay with Goyudid Zeben?
What?
Are you okay with me using the phrase Goyudid Zeben?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Now.
Go to Zeben.
Go to Zeben.
No. But the phrase that you said is correct also. I'm not going to condemn it or anything. I've heard it used by other people. Go to the Zeben. Is what are you doing? Go to Zeben. That's the way I would say it. What are you doing? They're both correct, and I will not, as a matter of fact, I will not condone anybody that would say something differently than I did in the phrase, because I can't, that's not what I'm here for. It's just, I'm here to have you encouraged to learn Somali, not only from you, but what you have heard from others. Yeah, you keep that in mind.
Okay, so the phrase that we're going to learn tonight is, what are you doing? I'm going to jump away from the one that's printed on the handout and then go to the one that John said, because it's shorter. Go to Zeben.
Zeben.
Go to Zeben. Go to Zeben. Okay, in Metlakatla, go to Zeben.
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 Oh. And then, so I want to pick out two responses. What are you doing? And with the language, we're talking about present tense right now, as if we're asking someone like James, what are you doing right now? But the way you would say it for past tense, what did you do today, or what did you do before here, would be said differently. But for right now, present tense, go to Zeben. I want to deal with the two answers. I'm working, and we'll do I'm working. Okay, so John, I am working. Dem haslal shinu.
I am working.
Okay, so you won't. John won't even use the dim. Haslal shanu.
Oh.
Okay, this is that HL sound where you have to breathe out through the side. Haslal shanu. Haslal shanu. Haslal shanu. Haslal shanu. Lugulam. Matlakatla. Haslal shanu.
Haslal shanu.
Haslal shanu.
Haslal shanu.
Haslal shanu.
Haslal shanu.
I am working, so that's present tense. Okay, haslal shanu. Okay, let's go back to what are you doing? Godu zeben. Godu zeben. Godu zeben. Matlakatla. Godu zeben.
Godu zeben.
Godu zeben.
Godu zeben.
Godu zeben.
Godu zeben.
Matlakatla. Haslal shanu.
Haslal shanu.
Haslal shanu.
Haslal shanu.
Or haslal shanu.
Haslal shanu.
Ketchikan. Haslal shanu. Haslal shanu. Haslal shanu. Haslal shanu. Oh, you sound good.
Would that mean more like I'm busy because I mean the idea of working for the man is after this language.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay, John, I'm going to ask John.
Yeah.
Okay, John, one of the students wants clarification. When you say haslal shanu, does it mean I'm busy or I'm working?
I am working.
It's not busy, but it's working. Okay. Okay, it describes work.
And what is the other phrase?
Godu zeben.
The other phrase is, what are you making? Is what it means in English. What are you making? As well, Jebel. Go to Jebel. It's a question of what are you making?
Godu zeben, what are you making?
Yeah.
Now, how is that different than what are you doing?
What?
How is what are you making different from how are you doing?
No, one is
Excuse
you're
me, I'm sorry.
asking what he's making, and the other one is how are you doing? And is a phrase that I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Okay. I'm sorry to confuse you, but I meant to talk about the difference between what are you doing and what are you making.
Yeah. The other one is a question of what are you doing? Is that what it is? Yeah. Go to Devon.
I think it's the same thing.
What are you making? Yeah.
The student in Metlakatla is asking a question. Yes, Davey?
So you can say it the same way, John. Both what are you doing and what are you making is said the same way in Somalia.
Yeah. So John, is there a different way in Somalia to say what are you doing? Because he clarified what are you making.
Go to one.
Oh,
Go to one.
Go to Wawan.
Oh.
Go to Wawan. Go to Wawan.
What's that?
What are you doing? Go to Wawan. Go to Wawan.
Means to make.
A lot of the things that John says, a lot of times you will document, and you guys are all document right now, and you catch me writing here, so we're all documenting. But this Wawan might be new, and you might not be able to find it in any publication. And John comes up with these things all the time. And so my advice to anybody who works with him is document everything, and you'll find the reason later. But so this is pretty special. Go to Wawan. When's the last time anyone said that to you? Go to Wawan.
Go to Wawan.
Yeah. So
that's a new one for me.
I'm sorry, yes, what did you say, Davey?
Sorry, that's a new one for me.
Yes, me too, and I'm just totally jazzed about it. But this you will find in your research where it came from, and this is a nugget. But John has these all the time. He says things all the time that have not been documented, and so there's still a lot of documenting to do. So this is something we're saving and worth using. Yeah, but thank you, Davey, for asking the question, because we never would have got that if you didn't ask. And that's why we really encourage the questions. And we're not following the book, but this is how we get the good stuff, eh? Okay, I see. I don't know if it's going to turn off, if I'm gone. Am I still here? Can you see me and Matt?
You're still here.
Okay, we're getting a sign on the screen, so I wasn't sure if it already shut off. All right, so go to WAN.
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 And that is,
Gavin has.
what are you doing? Yes, Gavin.
How do you say, it's a big storm outside right now? It's storming. How do you say storm?
John, how do you say there's a big storm outside right now?
Big storm.
Yeah.